Hey, sixth graders. You are on Lesson 7A, Day 4, where you're going to practice adding, subtracting, multiplying problems. So, you should have your book on page 78, 79. If it's not, pause the video and go get it. Other than that, let's get started. I'm going to go over this example here, so you don't have to write a single thing down if you just watch this one. I've whited out what the book did, so you can see it starting from scratch. All right, don't zone out now, though. That would be bad. It says, a tech company's most popular laptop costs $1,368. If 342 laptops were sold last month, what is the company's total monthly sales from this product? So, think about it. Could you add money with laptops and get money? Because it's asking for the total monthly sales. Now, you can't add things like laptops with dollars and get all dollars. That makes no sense. So this is multiplication because each laptop cost $1,368. Now, once you decide that it's multiplication, you decide how you are going to do it. So for me, anytime I've got one with a lot of digits and a lot of digits, I am going to do lattice method. So let me get that set up for you. Okay, so I have the problem set up, and now I'm going to multiply. So I'm going to multiply the 3 here by everything. So that's 24. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 3 is 9. And 3 times 1 is 3. Next, I'm going to do the 4. 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 3 is 12. And 4 times 1 is 4. Next, I'm going to do the 2. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. All right, last, I'm going to add those up. So I have 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 and 4 is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18. 8 and 2 is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 9 and 1 is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 3 and 1 is 4. So the answer to this one says how much money are the total monthly sales from this product? The answer would be 46,000. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see that extra digit. The answer would be $467,856. That's a lot of money. Now remember, you don't have to use lattice. You can do any way you want, but you got to decide what works for you. All right, so now, here's how it's going to work. We're going to work on one problem at a time, and I'm going to have you pause the video and try it. Now, what I am going to do is give you a shot. So, in 28, I want you to read it. You're going to pause the video and start it. Now, if you're not sure of the operation, you can start the video after you think about it, and then I'll tell you what the operation is in case you were like, all right, I'm not sure if it's subtraction. I don't want to do a subtraction problem if it's not. But I do want you to try to figure out the operation first. Now, if you just know what the operation is and you're like, I know it, just solve the problem and restart the video when you're done. All right, so pause the video, do 28, and remember, you can start the video if you're not 100% sure of the operation. Go. So, I'm going to read the problem, and then we'll decide what you're doing first. It says, in the example above, it cost the tech company $785 to make each laptop. What is the company's profit on each laptop? Now, remember, in the problem above, they sold each laptop for $1,368, so $1,368. So to find the profit, you have to subtract what it cost them to make each laptop away from what they sell it. So it's a subtraction problem. So if you wanted to hear that, you could pause the video and do your subtraction problem. If you already did your subtraction problem, keep watching. So they sell each laptop for $1,368. Subtract away $785 that it cost them to make that laptop. When I do that, I get 3. 6 minus 8 I can't do, so I do some borrowing, which makes that a 16. 16 minus 8 is 8. 2 minus 7 I can't do. Borrow. 12 minus 7 I can do, which is 5. So their profit is $583 profit on a laptop. All right, not a bad profit. Okay, so if you messed up, pause the video and make your correction. But we're going on to number 29. All right, so we're going to do the same thing with number 29. You're going to read it, you're going to pause the video, try to solve it. Now, if you're not exactly sure of the operation, you can restart it, and I'll go over that part first, and then you'll pause it and do the math. All right, pause the video now, read the problem, and get started. Go. All right, so let's check this out. It says, Alan has 3,628 cards in his baseball collection. So he has that many cards. He gives away 259 cards to his friends. So he gives away 259. I'm going to write the 259 up there so I can just circle that all together. Then he buys 508 more cards. How many baseball cards are in Alan's collection now? All right, so if you were watching this to see what the problems you have to do is, this is a two-stepper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with his cards. I'm going to subtract the 259 because he gives those away. And then I'm going to add the 508 back onto that number because he buys more cards. So if you were waiting to hear that and you have to do the math, pause the video and do the math now. If you already did the math, keep watching. So first thing, he has 3,628 cards, and he gives away 259. So that means subtract. So I can't do 8 minus 9, so I'm going to do some borrowing. I can do 18 minus 9, which is 9. I can't do 1 minus 5. Borrow. 11 minus 5 is 6. 5 minus 2 is 3, and 3 minus 0 is 3. So after he gives away 259 cards, he now has 3,369 cards left. But he then buys 508 more cards. So we're going to take 3,369 and add on 508 more cards. Now notice, by the way, you see how every label is cards? They are cards. He gives away 259 cards, and he buys more cards. They're all cards. So you can take cards away from cards, and you can add cards with cards and get cards. That's how you know when it's addition and subtraction, when those labels are all the same. So let's get started. 9 minus 8 is 1. 6 minus 0 is 6. 3 minus 5 I can't do. Borrow. 13 minus 5 is 8. And 2 minus 0 is 2. So the final answer, how many cards are in his collection now? Wait, did I just subtract? Oh my goodness. I don't know what I was thinking. I hope you were like, what are you doing, Mr. Romanyshyn? Remember, this is an addition problem. Sorry. So 9 minus 8 is 7. Carry the 1. 6 minus 1 is 7. 5 minus 3 is 8. And 3 plus 0 is 3. So the answer, how many cards are in his collection now, is 3,877 cards. Sorry about that. It's kind of late at night right now, just so you know. All right, now, last problem here. It's going to be multiple choice. So what you're going to do is don't just choose an answer. You're going to pause the video, read it, and do your math, and then choose A, B, C, D. Now, just so you know, you might be able to eliminate two answers, because when I look at them, I know these two are close to 20,000, these two are close to 200,000. So maybe you can use some estimating to say, you know what, it can't be two of them. But I want you to try it now. Don't do the part down here yet. We'll save that for next. Okay, pause it, restart it when you're done. Go. All right, let's see how you did. I'm going to read the problem and check it out. So it says, the old Northern Central Railway stretched from Maryland into Pennsylvania. It was approximately 40 miles long. Okay. If there are 5,280 feet in a mile, approximately how many feet long was the Northern Central Railway? So think about it. Let me ask you this. Can you add miles with feet and get all feet? No. So this is a case of multiplication. So, and I know that because each mile has 5,280 feet. So the miles are groups of 5,280. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to estimate, and it's going to take me under 10 seconds, and I'm going to eliminate two answers. So 5,280 is about 5,000 times 40, and watch this. 5 times 4 is 20, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So my estimate is around 200,000. So it cannot be A or B. So even if I mess up my multiplication, I at least have a 50-50 shot of getting this right. See how estimation can help you. So now, what I'm going to do is 5,280 times 40. So I'm going to do this traditional instead of lattice, because it's only a 2-digit problem, and I don't think they're that hard to do. All right, so first, I am going to, you know what I'm doing? I'm just going to do 528 times 4, and then I'm going to add those two zeros. So check this out. That's going to save me even more time. So let me add those two zeros down here, and now I'm just going to do 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21. 211,200, which is D. Wow, I saved myself some time by adding those two zeros. Maybe you figure that out too. All right, now, the next part says Melissa chose B as the correct answer. How did she get that answer? So take a look at B. So that's what Melissa chose. And we know the answer is D. I want you to write 2, no more than 3 sentences explaining how you think Melissa might have gotten B. All right? So remember, no wrong answer to this. Just write what you're thinking. Go. All right. Did you finish up this part? Now, I'm going to write what I think. So when I look at them, I notice how they have the same digits. 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 0, 0. It's just she didn't have enough zeros. I'm thinking maybe she multiplied mentally, but remember how I added 2 zeros? Maybe she added 1? I don't know. Remember, there's no wrong answer to this. So I think Melissa maybe did 528 times 4, but only added 1 zero instead of 2. I don't know what Melissa really did, but that's one way she might have gotten it if she didn't add enough zeros. All right, remember, no wrong answer there. Whatever you wrote is going to be good. So guess what? You're done. This was kind of a quick one. Hope you did well. Remember, pause it and go back and fix anything. I don't want to see that you left mistakes on your paper, and you could always rewatch different parts if you need to. All right, thanks for watching, guys.